Fellow citizens, I convey my warmest greetings to everyone on the occasion of the 80th Independence Day. As we celebrate the day, we remember with utmost gratitude all our revered freedom fighters whose sacrifices, fortitude, and perseverance brought us freedom from colonial rule. Friends, at the time of attainment of independence, a pledge was made to build a democratic, strong, prosperous, and progressive nation for our people. Our hearts are filled with pride as we have, to a large measure, achieved the cherished goals that we set for ourselves when we started as a free nation. Nagaland, the 16th state of the Union, along with the other states in the country, has been a worthy partner in our collective quest to attain greatness for our nation on many fronts. We remain committed to reaching even greater heights for the country and our people. Friends, while we take pride in the collective accomplishments as a people over the decades, we are mindful of the long-standing political issue which has remained unresolved. Our people yearn for an early solution to the political issue. As you are aware, the state government had convened a broad-based consultative meeting on the political issue on 12 September 2024, which saw the participation of all the stakeholders, including tribal hohos, civil society representatives, mass-based organizations, church bodies, NGOs, gazetted officers' unions, student bodies, political parties, and many others on the Naga political issue. In the meeting, it was resolved to appeal to the government of India to elevate the Naga peace talks to the highest political level by appointing an interlocutor of political or ministerial level who has the confidence and mandate of the government. Subsequently, in the Political Affairs Committee meeting on 1st September 2025 at Kohima, we reiterated the resolution taken in the 12th September 2024 consultative meeting that the peace talks be elevated to the political level in order to expedite the negotiation process. On 5th February 2026, I, along with my cabinet colleagues, met the Honorable Union Home Minister, and on the lines of the resolution adopted in the consultative meeting held on 12 September 2024, it was reiterated to restore the talks to the highest political level by appointing of an interlocutor of political or ministerial level to expedite the talks and work towards realization of an early and honorable solution to the Naga political issue. As assured by the Honorable Union Home Minister in the meeting, a committee under the chairmanship of the Minister of State for Home Affairs, Government of India, has been recently constituted to lead the Naga peace talks. We are grateful to the Government of India for responding to the requests of our people and civil societies for elevating the ongoing dialogue and peace process to the ministerial level by constituting the committee. The state government reaffirms its commitment to continue playing the role of an active facilitator in the peace process for the realization of our long-cherished dream of an honorable and acceptable solution at the earliest possible. Friends, we have always remained committed for the all-round progress of our every community and region of our state. However, due to historical reasons and other challenges, our brothers and sisters from Eastern Nagaland continue to remain disadvantaged, lagging behind in several development indices. We wholeheartedly supported their desire for seeking an arrangement in the form of Frontier Nagaland Territorial Authority for Eastern Nagaland to enable them to fulfill their aspirations and help close the developmental deficits that they have historically suffered from. On 5th February 2026, the government of Nagaland signed the Memorandum of Agreement with the Government of India and the Eastern Nagaland People's Organization for constitution of Frontier Nagaland Territorial Authority within the state of Nagaland. Friends, the state recently witnessed unprecedented and relentless monsoon rainfall, triggering widespread landslides and flash floods across several districts, resulting in the tragic loss of lives and injuries to many people, particularly in Mon district. I extend my heartfelt condolences to the bereaved families and wish a speedy recovery to the injured. Given the magnitude of the devastation and the state resource constraint, we sought assistance from the Government of India and an interministerial central team from Ministry of Home Affairs has recently visited the state to assess the damages and facilitate the early support for recovery and rehabilitation. Our youth continue to be central to our efforts and policies. The Department of Youth Resources and Sports took a significant step towards augmenting and creating world-class sporting facilities for our youth on 3rd July 2026 with the virtual inauguration of 16 new sports infrastructure projects across Nagaland, comprising of 11 multipurpose indoor halls, 4 futsal grounds, district youth resources and sports officers' office, and the residential quarter at Peren. The state was honored to be mentioned in the Honorable Prime Minister's 135th episode of Man Ki Baat, broadcasted on 28 June 2026 for the grassroots initiatives. The Nagaland Baby League Football and the Nagaland Women Futsal League as inspiring models for nurturing young talents and promoting women's sports. The Department of Higher Education under the PM Usha scheme completed and inaugurated 3 major infrastructure projects at Dimapur Government College, an academic building, a 46-room girls' hostel, and an incubation center and skill hub. An academic building at Zinaboto Government College, and also completed and inaugurated. Foundation stones for the new model degree colleges at Newland, Noklak, Shamator, and Semenu were laid on 3rd July 2026. The department also launched the Higher Education Attendance and Record Tracking app on 29th April 2026, further strengthening technology-driven governance. The Technical Education Department achieved an important milestone in July 2026 with the successful completion of the PM Divine project, educational infrastructure and facility development in the polytechnics of Nagaland. The State Cabinet approved the Nagaland Technical Education Policy in June 2026. In a major step towards positioning Nagaland as a hub for advanced education and research, the state government, following the guidance of the central government, has submitted a comprehensive proposal to the Ministry of Education for establishing an Indian Institute of Technology. A 260-acre site at Chathu, Kohima, is being proposed for setting up the IIT. The Department of Labor, Employment, and Skill Development and Entrepreneurship has signed an MOU with the Logistics Sector Skills Council and Reddington Foundation to establish a Center of Excellence in Dimapur for training unemployed youths and meet the demand for skilled logistic professionals. The Chief Minister Fellowship Program, Nagaland, implemented by IDAN, aimed to strengthen governance through research, evidence-based policy making, institutional learning, and field engagement. The Nagaland Skill and Entrepreneurship Development Mission has established the NSE-DM Aidan Japanese Language Center in collaboration with ASEAN One Japan, with the first batch of 50 trainees preparing for overseas employment. The School Education Department completed 54 infrastructure projects during the financial year 2025-26, including 49 integrated science and mathematics laboratories, 4 school building renovations, and 1 residential hostel, thereby strengthening school infrastructure across the state. The NCERT Parag Rashtriya Sarvekshan 2024 state report recorded significant improvements in foundational language and numeracy, reflecting steady progress under the Nipun Bharat mission. Additionally, under the Nagaland Education Project Nectar, the PACE and Digital Learning Management System was introduced to strengthen governance and enhance the professional development of teachers, school leaders, and education officials. The Department of Health and Family Welfare continues to implement key strategies towards a TB-free Nagaland in line with the National Strategic Plan. In collaboration with the Rural Development Department, 214 villages were declared TB-free on World TB Day. Recently, the central government has conveyed that a new greenfield AIMS may be considered provided the state government makes sufficient land available for its establishment. Accordingly, the Health and Family Welfare has submitted its proposal for AIMS with 200 acres of land at the proposed Nagaki city in Chumukedima to the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, Government of India. The Social Welfare Department completed the construction of the new building for Kohima Orphanage Home, Kohima, with a capacity to accommodate more than 100 children. The project funded by NSC aims to provide a safe, secure, a child-friendly residential facility for orphaned and destitute children. The Department of Rural Development launched the Viksit Bharat Guarantee for Rozgar and Ajivika Mission Gramin scheme in Nagaland on 2nd July 2026 as part of the nationwide rollout for implementation of the new scheme. The Department of Duda is set to implement the Vibrant Village program under MHA from 2026-2027, which aims to make border villages self-reliant and brilliant and vibrant, improve living conditions, strengthen community engagement, and foster a sense of national integration and security. The livelihood program under PM Divine has seen good progress with 87% completion achieved for the infrastructure component. The Government of India has notified the Solid Waste Management Rules 2026, and the Urban Development Department has made several infrastructure interventions under SBMU 2.0 aimed at enabling the urban local bodies to comply with the aforesaid rules. The state government has identified 39 square kilometers in Chathavali, Chumukedima district for establishing a modern incubation city, Nagaki, to catalyze economic activities and provide opportunities to our young population. The master plan for Nagaki city was submitted for consideration of the central government for funding under incubation of new city scheme under 15th Finance Commission during 2023. A high-level committee governing council under the chairmanship of the Chief Minister, Nagaland, along with the Deputy Chief Ministers and other ministers and advisors, and the Chief Secretary has been constituted for Nagaki city to provide vision and policy direction. An amount of rupees 100 crore under SASKI has been received for the project. The government of Nagaland continues to augment and strengthen the road connectivity through the development and upgradation of its road network across the state. In the last financial year, the PWD Road and Bridges successfully completed 132.50 kilometers of road and 6 modular steel bridges under various state and central government schemes. The PWD RMB has also maintained and kept motorable the 10,315.90 kilometers of roads under it. There were several key projects also undertaken for the development and upgradation of national highways in the state by PWD National Highways. Notable among them being the widening of the existing single-lane road to a two-lane highway from Ungar to Tuli on NH02, covering 35 kilometers at the cost of Rs 161.70 crore, widening of the existing single-lane road to two-lane from Lonsa to New Oka village on NH2, covering 10.44 kilometers at the cost of Rs 65 crore, and widening of the existing single-lane road to an intermediate lane from Kokchung to Chari Town, spanning 23.06 kilometers across Mukokchung and Tuinsan districts, completed at the cost of Rs 115.10 crore. In addition, the construction of 4-lane Dimapur Bypass Road by NHIDCL has also been completed, and the project is waiting inauguration. The PWD Housing completed the Type 1 residential quarter at Nagaland House Staff Quarters Complex at Dwarka, New Delhi. In order to boost intrastate air connectivity, the state government is actively pursuing for the development of 4 short landing strips at strategic locations at Mukokchung, Mon, Tuinsan, and at Jethe. These facilities are envisioned to accommodate smaller aircrafts operating from basic landing grounds at Jethe, Kohima, which will become the hub of the entire air operations. A small airport with the essential infrastructure is proposed to be built, which may be expanded and developed in due course into a full-fledged airport capable of handling larger aircrafts. The government is also working towards development of inland waterways, which has the potential to significantly enhance Nagaland's tourism landscape, stimulate the state's economy, and generate sustainable livelihood opportunities. LIDAR survey of Tizazanki National Highways has been proposed for a more detailed and comprehensive assessment of this waterway corridor. The development of 3 water bodies of our state, the Doyan Water Reservoir, Nunir Lake, and Shiloi Lake, for the purposes of promotion of tourism and water sports is currently underway, with the DPRs in the final stages of preparation. A significant step towards facilitating and providing affordable and coordinated passenger bus services in the state was taken with the signing of the tripartite MOU between Finance Department, Tata Company, and Nagaland State Transport for 43 buses under the deferred payment mechanism on 5th May 2026. A noteworthy achievement of the Nagaland GIS and Remote Sensing Center recently has been the establishment of the Drone School, Drone Center of Excellence, Nagaland, which was inaugurated by the Honorable Chief Minister on 26 January 2026. The Industries and Commerce Department signed an MOU with IIFT Kolkata campus on 5th February 2026 to establish an export facilitation cell in Nagaland to enhance entrepreneurs' export readiness. The Nagaland Food Processing Industries Policy, approved on 17 March 2025, aims to strengthen food processing, improve farmers' incomes, enhance food security, and generate employment. Under the state government's innovative fund, the Chief Minister's Yarn Bank was inaugurated at Toluvi, Dimapur, on 7 August 2026 to provide cotton, bamboo, eri, and muga yarns to registered weavers, self-help groups, and cooperative societies with yarn passbooks. The Public Health Engineering Department continues to make steady progress in improving the quality of life for our people under the Jal Jeevan mission. 3,48,048 functional house taps connection have been provided as on 1st July 2026. Under Swachh Bharat Gramin Phase 2, 1,300 villages have attained ODF Plus status. The department also strengthened its institutional infrastructure with a successful completion and inauguration of the PhD Division Office building at Newland headquarters. The Power Department, in order to relieve load congestion of the existing substation at Nagarjan, is constructing a new substation at Zitronse. The project is funded under PM Divine and is now nearing completion. This will significantly improve power stability in Dimapur, Chumukedima, Newland, and Peren districts. In order to achieve power security and long-term self-sufficiency, the Power Department has also proposed development of 3 new hydro power projects in the state, namely 42 megawatt Lower Tiza hydroelectric project, 24 megawatt Zanki hydroelectric project, and 24 megawatt Tiza Valley hydroelectric project to the Department of Economic Affairs, Ministry of Finance, to be undertaken under EAP at an estimated total cost of about rupees 1,264 crore. I'm happy to announce that the government of Nagaland has approved and notified the Nagaland Agriculture Policy 2025, providing a comprehensive and inclusive roadmap for transforming the agriculture and allied sector. The Department of Horticulture, under the mission for integrated development of horticulture, could ensure enhancement of area coverage for fruits, vegetables, spices, and flowers and plantation crops by over 2,800 hectares. The proposals for establishment of 2 centers for excellence for kiwi fruit at Pusaro and orchid at State Horticulture Nursery Chumukedima are under process. The Department of Animal Husbandry and Veterinary Services during the past year, in partnership with local producers, has been able to produce 1.6 thousand tons of meat from piggery and goattery under National Livestock Mission. On 14 July 2026, the state government signed an MOU with Cooper, a French pork processing company, marking a significant step towards further modernization of the state's piggery sector through scientific breeding and improved farming practices. On 18 May 2026, the cluster-based coffee value chain development in Nagaland project was jointly launched by the Honorable Union Minister of Donor and Honorable Chief Minister Nagaland. The e-launch program was conducted simultaneously at Tupema village in Kohima district for Arabica coffee and at Watovi in Newland district for Robusta coffee, marking a major step towards strengthening Nagaland's coffee value chain and positioning the state as a premium coffee producing hub. Under this rupees 175 crore project, pilot coffee cluster will be developed at Tupema and Watovi, which will include setting up high-tech nurseries, post-harvest infrastructure, roasteries, and branding campaign to establish Coffees of Nagaland as a premium single origin brand. The Department of Environment, Forest and Climate Change has been successfully implemented two externally aided projects, namely the Nagaland Forest Management Project, which is funded by Japan International Cooperation Agency, JICA, and the Forest and Biodiversity Management in the Himalaya, Nagaland Project, which is funded by the German Development Bank, KfW, under the Indo-German Financial Corporation. A landmark step for securing the rightful share of the state of Nagaland in the mineral oil resources of the disputed area belt along Nagaland-Assam border, which the state had remained totally deprived for the past many decades, was taken with the signing of the tripartite MOU between the Government of India, Government of Nagaland, and Government of Assam on 11th June 2026 for exploration and production activities of oil and natural gas in the DAB and for equal sharing of the proceeds. We are in further consultation to operationalize the executed MOU at an early date. The Taxes Department collected a total revenue of rupees 1,597.51 crore during the financial year 2025-26, registering a growth of 11.95% over the collection made during the previous financial year. In GST, Nagaland recorded the highest gross GST revenue growth rate among all states in India during 2025-26 at 28%, significantly exceeding the all India average growth rate of 6.4%. The Nagaland Institute of Transformation was inaugurated on 13th March 2026 under the Department of Planning and Transformation, Government of Nagaland, to enhance digital service delivery in obtaining birth and death certificates. The Government of Nagaland has provided information technology hardware to 300 registration units across the state. With effect from 1st June 2026, 100% birth and death certificates are being issued online in Nagaland. The Tourism Department has been promoting state tourism by empowering local communities through tourism awareness programs while undertaking skill development initiatives and capacity building for tourism stakeholders. It is further strengthening community-based tourism by promoting local festivals, particularly agro-based celebrations and many hornbill festivals. Further, with the support of the Ministry of Tourism, Government of India, the state has been included under the Developing Global Standard Tourist Destinations initiative to enhance visitor facilities and promote sustainable tourism practices in Zuku Valley. The Department of Art and Culture successfully completed the construction of Nagaland Indigenous Tribes Cultural Resource Center at Kohima under the scheme of NLCPR, Ministry of Donor, and inaugurated it on 7th May 2026. The Department of Information and Public Relations is launching today the Nagaland Integrated Information System, a state-level digital governance initiative aimed at integrating information and services into a unified, accessible platform for all citizens. The project will function as a single source of information for all government activities and enhance transparency and operational efficiency. The law and order situation in the state remained largely peaceful, reflecting the dedication of our district administration, our police, and the security forces. The state police has continued to take firm action against any kind of crime throughout the state. In the ongoing war on drugs by the police, from January 2024 till May 2026, more than 407 NDPS cases have been registered across the state, and 677 accused persons have been also arrested. The district administration saw a further enhancement in its institutional infrastructure, with many important works undertaken and completed during the financial year 2025-2026. Notable being the construction and inauguration of DC office complex at Shamator, ADC office complex at Akulito, ADC office at Seochun and Tamlu, SDO civil office at Ralan, ADC quarter at Chazuba, Topu and Metsipima, and ESC quarter at Sunro. Fellow citizens, the progress and development that we have achieved in every sector and area is a testament to our people's commitment, perseverance, sense of equity and justice, and years of hard work. I extend my gratitude to all of you for steadfastly standing shoulder to shoulder with the government on the path of development and peace. On this auspicious day, let us renew our pledge to continue working unitedly and passionately for an even more developed, self-reliant, and prosperous Nagaland. Thank you. Kuk Nalim. Jai Hind.
Please be seated. Thank you.
Red, कुछ कलम में मान से गुजरेंगे नंबर 1 प्लाटून आगे Red, निकेट लाइन छ Red, बगल सस Red, E19 दाहिने चलेगा दाहिने मुड़
Leading the parade today is Parade Commander ABI Tapusa Hoyoho. The parade contingents participating are 10th IRB Zadima and ex-serviceman Chichama.